I spent $600 on products that was supposed to help reduce with fine wrinkles. And here's what I got. So, first of all, I know when you hear $600, you might be freaking out. This is supposed to be a 24-month supply. So 600 divided by 24 is actually $25 a month. I don't know if that's girl math, but when it's $25 a month, it doesn't seem like that bad. They also said it was a special at that time. I don't know if that's true, if it was just a sales technique. Here is the product. It is Stemma Philosophy Biotite. The Deep Moisturizing Cream, the Hydrosphere. And also Hydrosphere Facial Peeling Gel. So this is all that I got for $600. Now, I have to say, I was not looking for this product at all. Oh, and the reason why I have no makeup on is because I'm going to put it on for you guys. And so you guys can see how it works and if it's something you would want to try. Yeah, I was not looking for something like this at all. I was trying to get to the Mac store. I got there and they very tactfully, or I should say very tackily, very tacky, they had a handwritten sign there saying they weren't open up to an hour later. Meanwhile, there's already someone in there and they're like, oh, look at the sign. And I was like, wow, this is a Mac store and you have a handwritten sign saying that you open up an hour later. And I feel like you just decide you don't want to work for an extra hour. Anyways, so I was very upset because I'm like, I'm not waiting around for an hour. So I thought I'd wasted my time on my way out. And I walked by the store. This woman had offered me a product. She's like, oh, would you want to try this? And I was like, okay, sure. Why not? Now I suddenly have free time. I've already paid for parking. And she was a very good saleswoman, I'll say that. And never felt pushy or anything like that. And then she offered if I wanted to try this. And I was like, sure, why not? I mean, it's free. And so when she put it on me, I was very much surprised to see how much it worked. Like, because first she had put it up here, and it tightened it, and it had softened the wrinkles. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is kind of amazing. It's not an injection or anything like that. And then so the same thing, she had put it underneath my eyes. I remember feeling it. I remember feeling it tightening, but I don't recall really noticing a difference. I think for me, the biggest one is up here because I feel like these are my most pronounced, my wrinkles up here. And after the end of it, I was like, no, you know what? I think this is a good product. And honestly, I was totally thinking about you guys. I'm like, let me try this out. Let me see how this works. And that way, if this is something that's, I can let you guys know of my experience of it. And then you can see if that's something you would want to try. I will say this, I did reach out to them to see if they had any type of affiliate link so that way I could link over to their product. At least at the time of the recording of this video, I'm not in an affiliate for them. They did offer me if I wanted to sell their product wholesale, one of these items. And I was like, no, because that's not what I'm looking for. I just wanted to give my opinion and share it with you guys. So at the time of the recording of this video, I am not affiliate. I don't know if that will change after that. Okay, so this is the Biotite, right? And it's very beautiful packaging. Well, I guess I'd hope so for $600. I don't typically buy nicer things, at least for myself. I'm trying to get better about that. No, I'm not trying. I am getting better about that. And so this is what the Biotite looks like. Let's see, there we go. Okay, and it comes off like this. And it's just this little pump. And it kind of comes out looking like tan. Well, I guess I could put it with this finger. Let's see, can you see it? There we go. There we go. I see it's been a while. And so it's just a little bit of product. And then, well, let's see. I'll try to go first like this so you can see my wrinkles. And then you just put it on. Right? And it's supposed to be for just the eye area. Sorry, there's a little crust there because I haven't used this in a long time. Right, so for me, it would be here. And then you can also do right here your crow's, what do they call it? Crow's feet. And then also under. So just put some for the other side. And you obviously need to let it dry. Okay. And first the directions were that I needed to apply this every single night for 7 days. And then after that, it would only be once a week. So that's what I did. And at first I felt like it was really working. Oh, I can feel it. It's drying right now. I'm also going to apply it to my crow's feet. I believe that's the term. And under my eyes. Now for that, I want to use a Q-tip, right? Because it's more delicate area. And so with the Q-tip, just apply it there and under the eye. Okay, let's do the other one. I will say one of the things that is helpful, that it kind of has like a little tint to it. And so that like makes it easier to see where you've applied it. That's not to say though that it stays that color, like it completely disappears. And forgive me, all you experts out there, and you're like, you're doing that way too hard. I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. Now for me, what I felt like happened after a few months, and I don't know if that had to do with this product, is that it seemed like it was losing its potency. I would put it on once a week, and when I'd put it on that one time, and I would put it on at night, and it didn't feel like it was tightening like it used to, like even now. Okay, I think it's still drying. Yeah, I can still kind of feel it wet. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I felt like it had lost its potency. But I will, okay, full disclosure. The facial peeling gel, I never used it. I didn't have any interest to it. I will use it and I will report back to you guys. Because I was just reading, I'm like, oh, that sounds actually like a really helpful thing. So yeah, not good. But the deep moisturizing cream, oh man, can I tell you, I absolutely love this. It comes in this beautiful jar. Let's see. Deep moisturizing cream. And then it opens, obviously. And then you have the cream inside. And it's very light. I love the way it smells. Very light also. And then it comes like this little stick. It's so cute. It's like a little scoop. Uy, no quiere. Okay, there we go. And that way you can just go ahead and scoop this on and help to like apply it to your face. Again, I really, really love this. I felt like this worked well. Obviously, I haven't used it in a while because pretty much once the BioTite stopped working, or I felt like it stopped working, I was like, well, I didn't want to keep using the cream until I figured out what was going on with the BioTite. I did reach out to the company and, I'm sorry, the sales representative who had sold me the product. And she was very helpful. And again, I've actually have a background in sales. And I did not feel at all she was salesy. She was a complete professional. I did recognize a sales pitch within there. I will say that I did feel like the bigger push wasn't so much this, it was actually trying to get me to buy this other product that was supposed to help, like an anti-aging thing. And it's this machine that was supposed to go all over my face. And I think it was going for $12,000, but they were giving me a special deal of $3,000 for the product. And and then I could have like my own business and charge other people $200, $300 a session for this red light thing or whatever that's supposedly safe and whatnot. And it just wasn't for me. That wasn't what I was looking for. I was willing to try this for you guys to see how it works. And I didn't feel like I should go past that. If that changes, then I'll try it. But as of right now, I really didn't feel anything past that. Because again, I did feel like that worked well for me at the beginning. Let's see, but see, it's not activating for me anymore. And I don't feel it at all under here. When I did reach out to her, one of the things that she had said was, well, first she was actually going to try to get me another product. And I'm like, oh my goodness, thank you so much. She asked me for my address so she could send it to me. And I thanked her. I'm like, oh, that's not why I reached out for you. I wasn't trying to get free product. And she's like, no, I just want to make it right. I never received any new product, full disclosure. But One of the things that she also says, make sure you're doing it on a clean face. And so I'm like, okay, let me try that. I thought I was doing a clean face, but maybe I wasn't. So I made sure to be mindful of it. I want to say for at least 2 weeks in a row, and it still like really wasn't doing anything. I kind of feel it right now. It feels like a little mild something, but I don't know if you guys can tell. It's challenging because again, I do feel like at least my particular one, it lost its potency over time. This is actually why there's such an odd number for that castor oil video that I did, those 37 days, because I was then exposed to this. I'm like, okay, I'm going to stop the castor oil and now I'm going to try this. Because it seemed, like another great thing to try out for you guys. And I usually don't do things like this. I'm like, okay, let me do this and become this new adventure. Again, I don't know that this is always the case, that this tends to fizzle out like that, but at least mine, it did. And you guys can see here, I'll try to compare 2 images from this video so that way you guys can see the difference. But at some point it did stop its potency. Would I recommend this? Absolutely, because I did see it work. And I don't know if it was just mine. I don't know if maybe the place that I was living at the time, it's an older house and doesn't have the best insulation. So it's possible that maybe this product overheated, because when it's hot, it's hot. If you live in an old place, when it's hot, and when it's cold, it is cold. So maybe that just wasn't the best environment for this and that kind of spoiled it. Or maybe that tends to happen with this. I'd hope not. But I absolutely would recommend it, just because I don't know that this isn't something that happens all the time. And I was seeing results to begin with. It was helpful. And I saw that it was more smooth. And I was like, oh my goodness, this seems like a miracle, especially because on the back it says, it has all these little things here that are supposed to, give you confidence, right? Like made in the USA, FDA approved, paraben free, sulfate free, all these, things not tested on animals, 30 millimeters or 30, sorry. Why does it say 30? That doesn't make sense. Made in the USA, FDA registered, recycling symbol, things that are supposed to make you feel like it's a safe product. And also the person who was behind it, supposedly he's a scientist, and on these different types of boards and whatnot. And so it just kind of makes you feel more confident, or hopefully more confident. Although it's really, honestly, it's hard nowadays. I feel like it's so challenging because not everybody is who they say they are. And some people are just doing things because they can make money from it and they're not being honest. But these are other things, like with the back of this. See, it says made with organic ingredients, made in the US, hyaluronic acid, hypoallergenic, contains plant-based stem cells. So things like that, things that we hear, they're supposed to be good things we're looking for. Again, I really love this deep moisturizing cream. This is definitely, I would say, worth it. I didn't use it enough to say that it's worth $600 for, okay, well, if it's just 1/3 of it, so that would be $200 for 24 months. I don't know that it is. I didn't use it enough to be able to give that assessment, but I can say this. I did absolutely love this. It said collagen treatment. I don't know that I noticed a difference from that, but there was just really something about this cream that was just very luxurious, definitely moisturizing. Yeah, it's absolutely something that I love. But again, so I don't know how much there was from the beginning. I'll try to compare with the video from the beginning of the video to now to see like the difference. But for me, originally when I bought the product, there absolutely was a difference. I could see tightening, but after a few months, it stopped working. Again, I don't know how to do with the product, or if I was just doing it wrong, or maybe the product spoiled because of where I was living and it just got too hot. But I absolutely love this deep moisturizing cream. If you have the funds, then sure, go ahead and try something like this. Obviously, if you don't, then it's not worth it to try it, because I can't tell you that for sure it's going to work. If anything, I would ask them like, hey, someone that I know had tried this product, so I'm interested in it, and this happened to them. What happens if this product stops being effective in a few months? What is your money back guarantee, or what do you do in that case? And that way they can tell you what they're going to do. Again, I don't know that this happens with everyone, but at least this was my experience. I do have to say though, I don't feel like this was common, or at least from the saleswoman. I didn't feel like it was a sleazy sale. I felt like she was a person of integrity. Even in the sales process, some of the things that she was telling me, she came across as very genuine, because I'm like, oh, you wouldn't, that's not how you would try to sell me. Usually, if you're going to try to sell someone into a product, you'll tell them things. Yeah, you'll tell them specific things to create fear and whatnot. And she wasn't doing that. So I do feel like she was a woman of integrity. So I don't feel like this is typical of the product, but it could be. So just be wary that if you do try it, that you ask them, hey, what happens if this doesn't work or starts losing its potency in a few months? Anyways, I hope this video is helpful. Sorry if it was all over the place. I'd love to know your comments and questions. Have you guys tried this? Is this something that you're looking into? What was your feedback? Did it also stop working for you? And I will definitely try the facial peeling gel and let you guys know how that goes. Yeah, I just wasn't really interested in that. As an actor, I do know that I need to look as good as I can, and especially with our field. And if you are a screen actor, it is a high definition medium. So we definitely have to take care of our skin. And I don't plan on getting injections. I'm not getting, I'm not going to get Botox or surgery or anything like that. And so this seemed like a nice, safe option that I could try out. So far, I don't think it's going to be something for me, but maybe it's something that might work out for you. Either way, I'd love to know your feedback. All right, guys, get out there, create your own credits, because that's how you're going to create the career that you want. Make that content. All right, have a good day, guys. Bye.